3, 2...
Programs, cue. Roll A.
It's prime time, the leaders' debate.
Irish politics has suddenly got interesting. Traditional parties disrupted. Coalitions falling apart.
And 5 and cue.
Establishment figures struggling to cope with a more populist politics.
All ready for this?
You find the debate interesting, illuminating and informative.
It might be a familiar spectacle, but in Ireland it's very much the new show in town. Politics here has been dominated by two parties, Fianna Fail and Fine Gael, for decades.
4, 3, 2...
But that might be about to change. Sinn Féin is the most familiar Irish party to British eyes, but in the Republic they've been a minor force. Two centre-right parties have dominated Irish politics almost since the foundation of the Republic. But now, Sinn Féin are leading in the polls, their leader's radical message on housing, inequality and the economy resonating with an Irish electorate hungry for change.
For workers, for families and for communities. I think we're okay for a vote there.
Should she get into government or substantially increase her party's numbers in the Dáil, the Irish Parliament, the effects of having this radical Republican Party once and for some still so closely associated with the IRA could extend far beyond Dublin to the peace process and on Brexit too. For a start, she wants the next Irish government to push a referendum on Irish unity.
I want us to have the poll as soon as we have the preparatory work done. That's the ideal for me. I've set out a 5-year timeline. I think that's a reasonable and a workable timeline. But if you're into a situation of a crash Brexit and all that would ensue from that, well, obviously that throws up a different kind of scenario. Yeah, well, I think so.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Ireland hasn't really done politics like this before.
Irish people like to think of themselves as very daring and adventurous and imaginative. Actually, they're very politically conservative. So it's a society which has undergone huge instability, mass emigration, poverty, underdevelopment, domination by the Catholic Church, the troubles in Northern Ireland. You know, it hasn't been as settled a society as it sometimes looks from the outside. And it's made sort of sense to have a kind of comfort blanket of a political system which really doesn't do big swings, doesn't really go very far to the left or the right.
Hoping to make history.
Opposition leader Micheál Martin is now second in the polls where he should be first, and it's left him scrambling for votes. In Limerick, he's doing what still makes a difference in Irish politics, pounding the pavements.
Town of 100,000 people and we've lost them. Oh no, hello, we lost them. Do you know where they are? Around there, are they? No,
they've gone back.
They've gone back?
Yeah.
Oh, this way, all right.
Yeah.
What about this Sinn Féin surge that's allegedly going on? Do you think it's real?
There's a lot of talk about it, but in the polls they always poll better than they do on election day.
Yeah.
Proven in the past. And
yeah.
Everyone's talking about the surge, but the Sinn Féin TD in Limerick was only elected first time last time. And
yeah.
What I'm hearing is that he won't be polling as well as the national polls.
What do you think of this Sinn Féin surge that's supposed to be going on? Do you think it'll happen?
Well, as I said, there's two ways to look at Sinn Féin, right? As a working man, they'll help us, right?
Yeah.
But will the people with the bigger money, will they be screwed, right? And will it come down to affect us?
That's the conundrum Ireland's facing.
Yeah.
Martin is trying to convince voters that conundrum must have the same answer as it always has, one of two parties which won't disrupt Ireland's low-tax economic model.
Now, we've never been a country of the extreme left or the extreme right, or having that sort of direct choice. We've prided ourselves in having very common sense centre-ground policies as a country, which has stood us well.
Leo Varadkar had hoped Brexit would be his trump card, and yet now he's in third place.
And has Brexit been much of an issue in this campaign?
No.
Nothing?
No.
No? You don't care?
No, I don't think that we do. At the moment, I don't think that we realise the consequences of what Brexit will have down the road for both countries.
Take another while.
Take a while for it.
Yeah.
Do you think Varadkar's done a good job over Brexit?
Yes, he has, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not getting much gratitude for it.
I don't think so, no.
More Sinn Féin power in the Dáil will mean greater pressure on the next Irish government over Brexit, a more hardline position on alignment likely. For though it doesn't appear to have saved Varadkar, Brexit has, in a more subtle fashion, accounted for part of Sinn Féin's rise.
I think Brexit affected everything. It certainly had an awful lot of people talking about British ignorance of Ireland, about Britain repeating its historic mistakes in relation to ignoring the Irish question or underestimating the significance of the progress that had been made in Ireland. It made a lot of people angry, and there was a feeling that Ireland was being used as some kind of a pawn when it wasn't being ignored. And that certainly fed in to a degree of Republican sentiment that Sinn Féin was able to capitalise on.
Sinn Féin may yet recede. They have before. They're probably not standing in enough seats to guarantee their entry into government. But whatever the constellations of parties in the Dáil, politics here does seem to be about to break out of a long, deep stasis.
The funny thing about this election is that it could be both the normalisation and denormalisation of Irish politics at the same time. On the one hand, the disruption of the traditional two-party duopoly, the emergence of standard left-right politics, but on the other, as one leading Irish politician put it to me, this could be Ireland's very own Brexit, its Trump, its Labour, its very own populist anti-establishment moment.
What are you looking good?
Can everybody wave to the cameras?
But this time, it's a populism of the left. With a fragmented result almost certain, the formulation of a government could take weeks. The two men here will do all they can to keep McDonald out. But even on the outside, to some extent, Sinn Féin's presence will be felt in Dublin, in Belfast, London and Brussels. Because sometimes, as an Irishman once said, things fall apart. The centre cannot hold.